What? I'm going to do all the evens. Okay, so that'll hit everything. I think the only thing that's not a first, this is the only second attempt. Number 2. All the other ones are new. And actually, I don't have one of the sections on, and that's 6.8 part 2, where you have to graph both the functions equaling each other. For example, remember you had y1, and this was my y2. You put them, graph them both on a calculator, and then find the x value of the intercept point. That's going to be a first attempt. But the only second attempt is this 6.8 part 1. All of the other ones are the first attempt. So basically, the whole quiz tomorrow you need to do. No, not right now. It is, but I'm going to do example problems. Okay. Yeah, it probably would help you if you didn't sit by the idiots back there. This is a square root, so it doesn't have a vertex. So I just got to graph it. 3 square root x plus 4 minus 5. And yeah, I need at least 3 points to graph a square root. Yep. And this is kind of like my starting point, -4, 5. Okay, so I'm going to grab -3, -2, and 0, 1 is a good one. -4, -5. These are like tiny graphs. -3, -2, 0. My domain. Be -4 going out to positive infinity. And the range, yes, ma'am. No, because if this was flipped, if this was a -3, so it would be going this way, right? So it would be, oh, I'm sorry. For the square root function in this class, yes, it's always going to be the number and then positive infinity. It does go the other way, but it reflects and inverses, and we're not going to get to it in this class. Okay, so for this, the only thing that changes is the range, because you could have negative infinity first for the range, and then the number. So the domain, you're good. But this time we're going to positive infinity, even for the range. And it's going to be my -5. Okay, circles. Again, these are your brand new ones. Formula for circle. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. My center, HK, and R is the radius. So I'm doing the evens, right? Not right now. Not right now. We're doing the review for tomorrow's quiz, yeah. Not if you're doing the review for tomorrow's quiz. Did you finish? Then you can't do the last quiz. I'm failing to see the logic in the world again. I had trouble with it this morning, but and then I got over it. But now I'm having trouble figuring out the logic of the world again. How can you not review for tomorrow's quiz and get a good grade on tomorrow if you want to do a quiz from last week? But then if you catch up on last week's, what's going to happen tomorrow's? You're going to have to catch up on that one, and then the quiz after that, you're going to have to catch up on that one. And so they would have. We'll have time if you let me finish to work on your last quiz. Right now, we just spent like 2 minutes going over absolutely nothing. So you're gonna let me finish? Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm doing number 4. Here's my H. Here's my K. My center is HK. So -5 and +3. My radius. Yep. Square root of 4 or 2. Okay, number 6, write an equation where my H is 3, K is -2. So I have X, the opposite sign of 3 is minus. And I'm going to have the opposite sign of 2, so it's going to be a plus. And it's 10. Don't forget the squared. You can put 100. It's the radius. Okay, the radius squared. All right. Formulas, you guys have to, I don't remember. I was just making the quiz, and I can't remember if I put the formulas on or not. Vertex form, quadratics. Y equals A times X minus H squared plus K. Vertex, this is easy, HK. Axis of symmetry, X equal H. And standard form's the hard one. Y equals AX squared plus BX plus C. Axis of symmetry, X equals -B over 2A. And how do you find the Y coordinate? Plug it back into the equation. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns? Got it? Number 6, graph the quadratic. This is in standard form. So my axis symmetry is x equals negative b over 2a. My a is what? B is negative 8. C is 3. So I have negative 8 over 2 times 2. So I have positive 8 over 4, which is positive 2. Now I have to find the y coordinate of the vertex. I'm going to put in 2 for my x. 2 times 2 squared minus 8 times 2 plus 3. 2 squared is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. So 11 minus 16 is negative 5. What? Sorry. There's actually a lot easier way of doing this. You want to see that way? I don't know. I think I'm going to go 2 less because I like putting in 0, which means I have to go 2 more. So I'm going to plug in 0 for x. 0 squared minus 8 times 0 plus 3. So what's y? Do I have everything? I think so. But let us proceed with the graph. Let's see, axis of symmetry is x equal 2. Axis of symmetry. Vertex 2, negative 5. 0, 3. I don't know. I got to think about it. Seems pretty stupid if you would have to remember all those, doesn't it? Huh? I know. I know. I'm thinking about giving you a formula sheet, but that's work. Of course, it's going to be easier if you just put this in a calculator, right? The 2x squared minus 8x plus 3. And I can just go to my chart. If I'm lucky, I can pick out the vertex, and I can because here's where the y's start repeating. So my vertex, 2, negative 5. My points, 1, negative 3, 3, negative 3. And you're done. So your calculator is going to be a lot easier to use. What? I think I use 0, 3, and 4, 3. You only need 3 points. It's always the x value of your vertex. You find the vertex here, 2, negative 5, your axis of symmetry is 2. X equal 2. You don't even have to do all this computing. You just put x equal 2. All right, any other questions? All right, let's do number, let's see, 6, 7, 8. Where's 8? 8. Oh, we didn't do 4. That's what screwed me up. All right, vertex. This is vertex form. So here's my H. Here's my K. So -4, -5. What? Ooh, yeah, I should collect your homework. I'll wait till next time. -4, -5. I got to go one less. One more. Vertex is -4, -5, right? Axis of symmetry is x equal h. Yeah, and whenever it's in parentheses, it's the opposite sign. You could either put this in your calculator or do it manually. I'm going to use -3. -3 plus 4 squared minus 5. See, -3 plus 4 is +1. +1 squared is 1. 1 minus 5 is -4. Okay, -4, -5. -5, -4. -3, -4. There's vertex form. And then we have the word problems, right? That's it. Okay, number 8. Look at that, Maya. Look, you shoot an arrow. Upwards. The height of the arrow t seconds later is given by the equation. So let's put this in our calculators. Now, they only want us to fill the table in on this. We don't have to mess with our window. Okay? Let's just put this in our calculators. I have -16x squared plus 185x plus 4. Graph it. Like I said, I don't really care about, guys, you got to quiet down. I don't really care if the graph in this is not in my window in the calculator because I'm just interested in the table. So I got to go to the table. Graph. And they want to know when x, t time is x, right? When x is 2, my y is 310. And when my x is 3, I have 415. And when my x or t is 4, I have 488. So there's my chart. Now they want the rate of change. What is the average rate of change again? That's right, slope. So that's going to be my change in x or t. I'm sorry, the height first, y. Change of h or y over the change of t, delta h over delta t. Let's say they want to go from 4 to 2. 4 minus 2. Now, in the other problem, I was doing the odds in my other class, and I screwed this up because I used 1 to 3, and it's actually 2 to 3. So be careful what the problem's asking for. All right. My H, or yeah, my H or Y. My 4 is 488 minus 310. Let's see. 0 minus 8 is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. 4 minus 3 is 1. 4 minus 2 is 2. See, 2 goes in the 17 8 times. 16, 2 is 89. So my average rate of change, 89 feet per second. I'm done. So when you got a chart, don't worry about fitting it in the window. What? I think it's here or here. Huh? No, it'll be 4 minus 2. Oh, the second one? Yeah, it would be these two. These would be the slope you would figure out. Okay? You wouldn't use the one. Well, it doesn't matter which way you go. You could go 2 minus 3 as long as you use this one first. Remember, in slope, it doesn't matter as long as you use the same one first. You can't, like, go 2 minus 3 and then take this one minus that one, because that'll be wrong. Number 10, now this is where you're going to have to fit it in the window, because the maximum height and seconds, that's your vertex. So you have to find the vertex. And then where it lands or hits the ground, that's your x-intercept, right? So you're going to need to fit this one in your window. And that's where a lot of students have, you know, it is. It's hard to get that in a window. All right, you ready? All right. Negative 16t squared plus 38t plus 8. Are you nervous? Graph it. And yeah, this one I'm going to need to fit in the window. Now, if it had a large initial height, I could just use this number, but this one's got the large velocity. So when it's velocity, I like to at least double this number. So this would be like 70. I'm going to use 100. See if it fits in my window. So I'm going to go to my window key and see where it says Y max. I'm going to put in 100. And graph it and see where I'm at. It's a little big. I don't need quite 100. Maybe I'll do 76. Yeah, let's see what happens with the 76. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so I need to find the vertex. Remember how to find the vertex? Second, trace. Now the vertex, it's an upside down parabola, so it's going to have a max, right? So I need to find the max. Hit enter. It's asking for a left bound. Make sure you're to the left of the vertex. Hit enter. Make sure you're to the right of the vertex. Hit enter. And then hit enter again. That gives me my vertex. And that's at 1.18 or 1.19. And my Y value is 330.56. Okay, there's my vertex. Now remember, this is my X or my T, this is my height or Y. Okay. So it's asking what's my maximum height? Well, that's your Y, 30.56 feet at how many seconds? 1.19 seconds. Then it asks you where it's going to hit the ground. And that's, guys, so I'm going to be looking for that x-intercept. So that's my 0 in your calculator. So go back to the second trade. Go to 0. And I got to do that whole left bound, right bound thing again. Okay? But this time I got to do it to this 0 point. So hit enter. Make sure, if you're above, make sure you're below. If you're below, make sure you're above. Hit enter, and then enter again. And I get 2.57. That's it. Yes, sir. Hit, all right, go to your Zoom button, and just hit Zoom standard, number 6, and it gets you back to your default screen. Okay. All right, so now you can adjust your window. I think I had it at 76 for my Y max. Then hit graph. Okay. Really? Why don't you grab a different calculator? I'll mess with that one. Yep, some people are messing around with